I have to go with the Bills just because they look so damn dominant, man. They look effortlessly good, and that's a tough place to be at when you're trying to defend against these guys. And we saw these tweets last night from a couple of Boston guys that these guys remind me of the '07 Patriots. This current Buffalo Bills team has that '07 Patriots vibe where like it doesn't matter what you're trying to do, it doesn't matter how you're trying to slow them down, both on offense and on defense, they're trying to dominate. And Von Miller said this last night, like they are not just trying to win games, they're trying to dominate and impose their will on people, right? Josh Allen right now for me is the MVP through 2 weeks. He's playing out of his mind. Like the fact that they've beaten 20 straight opponents by double digits, it's absolutely insane to me. Everywhere you look, they have talent. Stephon Diggs, last time I was watching him, it just clicked for me that, yeah, Tyreek Hill is a burner. He has like one or two moves. But like Diggs, man, he can run all the routes. He can run the in cuts, the out cuts. He can run the comebacks. He can run the posts, the shallows, all of it. He does it at elite level, and he's part of the reason why that offense is so great. Now, the only concern I really have from the Bills standpoint is the Gabe Davis aspect. He didn't play last night. Looks like he hurt his ankle in practice. If he's healthy, then I believe the Bills are going to win that. But if he's not, and you have the humidity kicking in, you have some of the heat, you're traveling down to Miami, I think I can see the Dolphins mix it up and kind of keep this close, maybe win the game depending on what offense shows up.
I mean, this is the game of the week. And Jay, prior to recording, I was going to go with logic here. And, I'm a Dolphins fan, but like logic says it's the Buffalo Bills.
Mm-hmm.
And right now the spread is 5.5. Like prior to the Bills Titans game yesterday, depending on what book you were looking at, it was between 4.5 and then it went down to 4 during the game. And then once the Bills, absolutely finished destroying Tennessee, they moved the line to 5.5. But I'm going to throw logic out the window here, Jay. I'm going to go with the Dolphins, not just to cover, but I think they squeak out a win in Miami and they go 3-0 and they lead the AFC East
Wow.
going out this week. And the reason why I say that, and you're right, the Gabe Davis injury front is big news for the offense. But the defensive side of the football, we saw it last night. They were starting to lose some bodies out there. I mean, Dane Jackson, I'm just amazed he's not in a wheelchair right now. If
Mm-hmm.
you didn't see the hit, I mean,
Scary.
it was friendly fire. Tremaine Edmonds and him, they were going after the same guy. Tremaine was trying to tackle him, he missed, and he pretty much hit Jackson square in the head, and like his neck almost went back 90 degrees. We went back to the hospital yesterday, had movement in his extremities, and there were reports this morning that he pretty much walked himself out of the hospital today. So he's gonna miss. You now have two rookies at cornerback going against, Waddle, Gesicki, Tyreek Hill, and, maybe they'll get a little bit of the run game involved with Raheem Mostert or Chase Edmonds and like a screen type of thing. But I think this is probably like the first offense that is like legit in a sense that the Buffalo Bills have faced, because we saw the Tennessee Titans last night. They're not it. And the LA Rams, their one true, air quote burner was Van Jefferson, and he missed week 1. So they're really, I think they're going to have their hands full a bit. You have Mike McDaniel calling a great offensive game. I know it's early and it's going to be overreaction or hyperbolic here, but I think it's fair to say that Mike McDaniel is probably one of the better minds offensively in the NFL right now. I think they're going to come up with different ways to scheme these guys open. The only thing that worries me is Leslie Frazier is one of the best defensive minds in the NFL, and I think he's going to throw the kitchen sink at Tua. And in the Tua redemption game, I'm going to call it, against the Ravens on Sunday, he looked like vintage Tua in Alabama. We were watching that game, and I said that on right after the Tyreek Hill bomb down the sideline, where this looked like vintage Tua in Alabama. This is going to be the first, like the big test for the Miami Dolphins this year. But I think they're going to squeak it out. Humidity is going to play a factor. And the secondary gives me pause, especially with Matt Milano also leaving the game last night with a stinger, and a couple other people. Like they were body stacking. So give me the Dolphins getting the 5.5 points. I think they're going to win. I might actually sprinkle a little bit on the money line right now. Dolphins are plus 190. I don't know. A 54 for the over-under seems about right. So I might take the under in this game, but that's just a lean at this point.